So the group is driving back from the gallery. Obviously, it's been a little tense after the results of the showing, particularly after Gabriel's responsive honesty to Sajatha's question of, is it art? One question, please.
To be clear, that was Gabriel coding the truth. That wasn't honesty. That was like a gentle criticism.
Very true.
Good to know.
Who's driving?
Because if I don't say yes, Sunny will try to drive.
And who will be in the front seat?
Silas will.
I was going to ask who had the highest potence, because that should be the other part of that equation.
Okay. So in the back, Miranda is chatting away to Naran, who, after his impromptu art lesson,
right,
is peppering him with questions that show a true interest in the world of art history that is a little surprising that she had never shown previously. We'll talk about that in a moment. Sunny is inspecting the package that she had been handed by Gonzago and has opened it up, and inside of it is a t-shirt that says Gonzago's murder, and it's based off of the overall tour that he's currently on. In the front seat, Silas is going through the facts which he had lifted from William's fax machine that had a series of numbers associated with it, as well as transcribing them from an open copy of what appears to be Stephen King's Salem's Lot. And Gabriel, as you're driving, your phone is ringing, your cell phone specifically.
Hello?
It's Edie calling. Can you talk?
Sure.
How's Seattle going? Did you go to Starbucks?
What do you want?
Well, I just finished last month's receipts, and we're probably going to need to speak directly with the CPA about what we can still consider a deduction for 2022. Look, if you really can't talk, we can, I can wait on this.
No, it's all right.
Silas, as you're hearing just the pieces of this, you can tell that Gabriel is shifting slightly uncomfortably in the driver's seat as he's driving. I also have some bad news, Gabriel. Alessandro called again, and he has a brand new series of paintings that he wants to send to the gallery. I told him just to take a photo, so that way we don't have to pay to mail them back. I know the last thing you need to see right now is a series of bad art pieces.
Huh. It's funny you say that. I am just leaving an art showing here that I think would be the perfect place for Alessandro's work to hang.
Really? He kept asking me where you were, and I just didn't want to tell him that you were up in the Northwest because I am definitely afraid he'll actually hop on a plane and go out there with one of his paintings trying to convince you of something.
That would be a bold choice.
Meanwhile, in the back seat, so pop art was a reaction to what abstract what's a physics?
Impressionism.
Oh, I see. And so it's specific imagery versus a lack of form that actually is intended to be more of a response to it.
It was actually more of a response of good art reflects the day it's created in and the concerns of the time, not what we just saw at the gallery.
Hey, I want to hear about that seneschal of Rigby's. Wasn't it named Thomas?
Vinegar Tom.
So that he was referred to Vinegar Tom.
Yeah, that
The Doke?
what was that guy name? Yeah, that guy, the suit,
White
glasses.
Suit. Yeah. Huh.
That's what he called him.
Reese, you continue driving. You're driving crazily, and then people are keeping away. Why the fuck
interesting.
did
It seems he's come up in this fax.
Really?
Yeah, let me finish it out.
I mean, is that shocking that a high-ranking vampire in the local area would be talking about the seneschal of the prince?
16 minutes. You only have 16 minutes to get there. Why the fuck are people in this way? It's 11 p.m. Why the fuck do they have to go here? This is goddamn Seattle. This is not any fucking place important. Why the fuck are they getting in your way?
Tom has the. Does anyone hear about
Motherfuckers.
somebody? Anything about books sound important to anybody?
Motherfuckers.
The what? The books?
Vinegar Tom has the books.
No,
Fuckers.
no idea.
Motherfuckers. Get out of the way!
Silas, what are you talking about? Vinegar Thomas.
The facts that came in. It was one of the crypto things.
Getting in the way. Damn it. You can't make a fucking left turn here.
It says here that Vinegar Tom has the books. If you use the Salem's Lot book, it's page number, line number, and word.
Fuck it. Run the light. Run the light. Run the fucking light.
That's what I've got here. It's Vinegar Tom has the books. Anything maybe from your chantry or something?
Well, we
Miranda
have
looks over. Oh, Vinegar Tom, you mean the sewer rat guy?
Vinegar Tom is a Nosferatu.
Yeah, he's the seneschal.
Oh. Well, Miranda, since you're from around these parts,
Gabriel is
know anything about books for some reason? Does anyone has your sire taken interest in books recently? Besides Salem's Lot.
It looks like there's been an accident.
Are you telling me this?
Gabriel, yes.
Okay, I couldn't hear you over the other conversation. So
Sure.
Okay. It's a
Reese
big
those
city.
fuckers, reese those fuckers. Yeah, there's lots of traffic.
Okay.
It's slowing down. The guy behind you just won't get off your ass. Wait a minute. Those lights are blinking. Wow, this accident just happened. Because it looks like a car is flipped over on one of its sides. Gabriel, are you still there? I mean, I just wanted to know what you wanted me to do about the deductions. I mean, do you want me to just tell the CPA?
Yeah, I'll call you back in the morning, but feel free to handle it like we always do.
Are you okay? What do you want me to tell Alessandro?
Tell him I will be in touch.
And at this moment, the accident shows that there's actually two cars that have been flipped over onto their sides. And I believe that you rolled the best, previously, Gabriel. And you're the first person to actually see the blood everywhere that's actually pooling around, and the dark black figure that's actually on top of one of the sides of the cars. Naran is the second to see it. Also to realize that doesn't look like a normal car accident that's ahead. Silas, you're in the front of the seat, and you can see that there is definitely something moving very quickly on top of these the smashed up cars.
Gabriel, pull the car over, stop the car.
Miranda's trying to look around. She's trying to say, what's going on? I don't understand. Did somebody get hurt or something? And it's moving. It's starting to move.
This whatever this thing is.
It's looking over, and you hear something, and you hear some sort of unnatural kind of growl.
I floor it.
Gabriel, gun it.
I floor it. No, I'm out.
What is going on?
So the 90 freeway, specifically the bridge across Lake Washington, is been blocked, and you have, as I said, a car behind you. So the two cars that have been flipped over are in a right angle of sorts.
We're driving the Escalade-like SUV thing, right?
Yes.
Yep.
And specifically, by the way, Reese, who's actually been rushing to get to that particular location, is now on the other side of the 90 freeway, but she still has about 5 minutes before, maybe 2 minutes, the way that she's driving. She's actually driving on the the inner side of the road, which is the illegal part. But already there's still traffic on the other side because people are gaping and trying to see what's going on. But there's a big barrier between the incoming traffic. But Reese knows exactly what it is, but she's not there. So you're gunning it towards this creature.
Hang on, give me 1 second.
Sure.
Are we on an intersection, basically?
You're on a bridge. Silas, what are you doing?
On a bridge. Fun.
The 93 way is on a bridge, is a bridge across Lake Washington.
Okay.
Silas, what are you doing?
Gets out his knives, pulling him out.
Sonny, what are you doing?
You didn't say I saw it. So did I
You
guess?
just heard that Naran said, Gabriel.
Yeah, and I asked what's going on, and there was a lot of stuff going on. So did anybody say anything?
Silas will just say very quietly, Lupine.
Can't get to them. You can't get to them, Reese. They're on the other fucking side of the other side of the fucking bridge. Why did that bitch tell you not to tell you to go on the other side? You should have driven on the other side of the road. Yeah, you might have been on the other facing incoming traffic, but fuck this. This is crazy motherfuckers. You're pulling your box, your package, the package that you packed on the airport up to the driver's seat right in the front, and you're starting to undo the leather straps that actually hold it together. But you're not there. Gabriel, what are you doing?
I'm just flipping it into reverse, and if there's a car behind me, well, they're gonna go over the edge of the bridge or whatever.
Two successes. Gabriel does what's referred to as the Rockford maneuver, where he's actually like putting on the brake and he's backing up, so he's doing kind of a pivot to the car, and he has not hit the car behind him, but he is still making his way around it. Silas, you are actually the one now closest to what the creature that's starting to run on all 4 feet towards you. And might I add, so is Naran on the right-hand side.
Gabriel, get them the fuck out of here. It's been nice. Pump the blood. I'm gonna slam open the door. I'm gonna meet it head on.
Okay. So you're slamming the door into the creature?
If it comes to, I'm just gonna slam as hard as I can. I'm pumping into potence for it.
Okay, let's roll some dice on that.
All right. Let's see. Strength.
Will it create an opening for me to pull Miranda out of the car so we can run?
Interesting. Okay.
I mean, the car is going to be safer than on a bridge with a werewolf.
Is it?
I mean, none of the situations are good, but I have to imagine having some steel between you and the werewolf is better than no steel.
I'm waiting for Silas's roll.
4 successes. Not on hunger dice.
When the creature comes right up to the front to the side of the door, you can actually see the breath against the glass. And as it gets close, Naran, you get a full view of this creature. Now, you have seen illustrations of lycanthropes before, specifically in some of your educational training.
Right.
This is unlike anything you've ever seen. Even that in your imagination, this is not what you expected. Mostly because previously your imagination would be the standard imagery of what a werewolf would look like. This, however, looks like a diseased, mangy creature.
Oh shit.
With blood eyes and looks like some sort of, if I may be disgusting, pus coming from its eyes and actually somewhat leaking from its ears, and its hair actually on the top of its head has started to fall off. And it looks like it's actually been scratching at its own lips even though its own teeth, but you can see that alongside here, there are deep gashes that it looked like it opened its own mouth even further so it could be able to bite into deeper into the creatures that it may be attacking.
Lovely.
As it gets close, Miranda screams in terror when Silas slams the door against the creature and it flies back into the side of the barrier of the actual bridge, and it falls back and it shakes its head and it's leaning back in its haunches as if it's going to, take another strike. Reese, you can hear squeal of tires on the other side of the bridge,
but I can't see anything.
I think you have a pretty good guess of where it is.
Can I get out of the car and with my package and go in that direction?
So you pull over to the side, and as you reach down for your package,
I was already on the side. I'm driving like a maniac.
Yeah, true. You can stop the car there. And as you're reaching over for your package, you can see a very small little hand crocheted blanket right next to your package.
I shove it in a pocket and go on my merry way.
Okay. Where are you headed to?
The sound of the commotion.
Okay. And as you look over, you can see, because you're looking over the barrier, you can see that one of the Escalades is flipped to the side, and you can see that there are two cars that are crashed. And looking right above, you see, there is a creature that's shaking its head that's been knocked loose. And as you look at it, you realize this is what Mrs. Rigby was talking about when she was speaking of your demons.
Yes.
Oh, and just for funsies, be sure to take away another one of your magic stones.
Oh, yes.
I believe we're going to be starting a new turn right now. So I believe since you have the element of surprise, Reese, you have the option of taking the first action, if you so choose.
I would love to. I'd like to take the shot if I could.
Who is actually looking at the creature right now?
Oh, I would be.
Okay, Silas is. Gabriel, what are you doing?
Getting out of there, whatever the quickest route the other way from the creature is.
Okay. Sunny, what are you doing?
I'm staying tight where I am, and I'm yelling, "We need to get the fuck out of here."
Okay. Miranda is still screaming. Naran, what are you doing?
I will grab Miranda and we will kind of duck down in the backseat area.
As a callback to the first game, or the first evening when you all met, Reese very specifically had to get a package that was checked when she came in through airport security. It was about, I'd say, about 3 to 4 feet long, and it was wrapped in leather, waxed leather with straps around it. And she's already undone the straps on them, but you've not known what was actually within that package until now. And the fact that she pulls out of that package what appears to be a triple-barreled shotgun and fires it down into the head of the creature. I believe you should roll your dice.
That's fantastic.
What would you like me to roll, sir? So firearms and dex?
Yes, please.
Okay. And hunger dice are in play. What is my number for success?
We'll see.
What?
So just tell you what numbers are on the dice.
Anything that's above a 6 is a
I got 2 successes. One is a crit.
If you've never heard of a triple-barreled shotgun, there's a very good reason why. The reason is that a normal double-barreled shotgun, and they do exist, might I add, that has a lot of kick. And additionally, a triple-barrel shotgun has even more kick. So what you see, because she's shooting straight down, is Reese actually jumps a little bit towards the air, up into the air, because of the concussion of the force of firing down three shotgun barrels down into the head of this creature. It has torn away half of its face, one of its eyes, and, well, obviously its eyes, and its jaws all the way down here to its shoulder. And you can see that its tongue is licking on the side of where its mouth used to be. And it's it's on its last legs at this moment, but it's not down.
Is it right in front of me?
To the side, because that's how Silas had knocked it. Actually, maybe me at a 45, it's near the back right fender. So if you were to do like a 15-degree turn right into it, you could slam into it if you wanted.
Yeah, I wouldn't normally do that, but our job is to keep Miranda alive, so I'm just gonna get out of there.
Sure.
Like, it would be cool to play Big Damn Hero, but no thanks.
There's lots of subtle levels of being a big damn hero. So,
Silas, are you in the car?
Silas is still in the car, but if we start pulling away, so I was able to see everything that happened with Reese and the shotgun.
yes.
I jump out of the car and start going towards the creature to help Reese.
Okay.
So I'm like, catch you later. Just jump out.
You can see Silas has jumped out of the car while the car is starting to try to spin its wheels and try to get it away from the cars that are backed up, and everybody is in chaos around the situation, but they're all in a daze because, as Reese would know from her studies, that people who are actually near lycanthropes for some reason forget what they're seeing soon after, just know that they've gone through some sort of trauma. So as Reese is cocking open the shotgun and pulling the hot shells out, you can see Silas is reaching into his coat and is pulling out three daggers that are actually more of a milky white than of a steel, that he's tucking in between his fingers, that he's coming towards the creature for it. And the creature is getting ready to pounce towards him as well. You can't take a shooting action until you've reloaded, or you could do a different action if you so choose.
How far away is it from me?
I'd say probably about 15 feet.
It's a little too far. Okay.
It would have been closer, but you did fly back a bit.
Sure. No, I was thinking if I was gonna try and kick it down so that a killing blow could be struck, but if I'm 15 feet away, that seems like a bit of a
It is.
a bit of a leap, literally.
So what is Sunny doing?
Getting out of the car.
Okay. So all right, so just to kind of give the update here. So Gabriel is swerving the car around. As you're doing that, the back door flies open, or one of the back door behind you, and Sunny actually does a roll out onto her leather coat, of course, and it
Nice.
does the pause, crouching down with her hand, getting ready to assist Silas as need be, as Silas makes his approach to the creature. Naran, what are you doing? You're basically pushing Miranda down to the ground, or to the bottom of the car to make
Like
sure.
the floor of the car.
Right.
Trying to keep an eye on trying to keep a glance on what the scenario is looking like outside of the car.
So Silas, as you get closer, you can see that the lycanthrope creature is looking around for a weapon. It's looking for something that it could potentially be able to strike you with. And then what it does is that it reaches down and pulls off the hanging jaw from its own mouth that's bleeding, and it's still with the teeth associated with it to come at you with, ready to swing it at you.
Oh, let's dance, you mangy bitch.
It swings at you wildly, and you duck down and manage to be able to bring it up, your fist underneath the head of the lupine, and it actually digs in your bone daggers into the soft palate of its underneath of its inside jaw, which is now violently open, and manage to get it. And you, as you dig it in, you can hear it shriek, and you know that as it penetrates, that you've hit the softer parts of the inside of its skull, meaning that you've definitely gotten into its brain. And it's in there, and you can feel that you're still pushing up forward. You're not stopping. Even though that you know that you've got all of it into it, you are continuing because you want to make sure that this thing in front of you is as dead as Dillinger.
Oh, yeah.
Reese, you've now reloaded. This thing doesn't look like it's moving anymore.
I'm gonna yell at it, Silas. Mind the teeth while you're there.
So it just makes hands. So if I feel that thing start to die on, I'm going to try to pull the daggers back out. If they won't go, I'll leave them.
2 of them come out, and you can see that as you pull out, you definitely have gray matter on the edges of it, and it looks as if there's something actually crawling along within the gray matter of the wolf. Sonny, as you walk up, you can see, hey, it's Reese, and Reese has a triple barrel shotgun that she's pointing down.
Nice.
Reese, Sonny's walking up behind Silas. Silas is in a bit of a moment right now where Silas is not paying attention to either of you.
Oh no, I'm quite focused on the kill right now. I mean, he's breathing really heavy.
And there's still one more of the daggers in its skull or something.
In its soft palate and head, yes.
Can I try to retrieve it for him?
Leave it. Careful. And he starts pointing down and said, something's wrong with this thing. It's rotten out.
We need to get out of here.
Agreed.
Gabriel has already managed to be able to get around the traffic, and so it's probably best if you two hop onto the other side of the traffic to ride with Reese.
That was kind of my assumption too.
He looks
Right.
like, how'd you get here?
I
To Reese.
drove.
Well, can we borrow your car or go with you?
What? You think I'm just going to leave you here?
I'm with him.
Hop in.
I don't want to assume. At least like I ask.
Is the car Gabriel's driving staying in motion? Is that what's happening?
No, it's gotten around the actual pileup, and Gabriel has gotten past it by getting as far away as possible, actually pushing against the walkway that's along the outer edges of the bridge, the 90 freeway, but has managed to get around it and has made his way beyond it into towards the end of the 90 freeway bridge, leading back on to the 405, which leads down towards the lake through the east side towards Renton.
Well, while he was pulling away and while the rest were engaged with the creature, I was desperate to try to get a picture of it with my phone.
Sure.
Some photographic evidence that this thing actually happened.
Where are you driving to?
Going to my hotel. I will tell Naran to. Do you have the numbers for Sonny or Silas or Reese?
I do.
Okay. Give them this address and tell them to meet us there.
So instead of turning right to go southernly, Gabriel is going left north towards the Redmond area, which is as he pulls into the parking lot of the Four Seasons Hotel. Pulls up to the valet, and the valet opens the door and says, "Mr. Darcy, thank you for coming and visiting us this evening. Will you be staying long?"
Probably.
Ma'am, may I take your coat? And Miranda goes, fuck you. Very well.
All right, inside.
In the other car, the phone rings. I believe it would be Sonny's phone.
Since Silas does not own one.
Who's say the number is or the
It-
calls from?
It is from Naran.
It would have been a text.
Okay.
Oh, I apologize.
I was gonna say, because who picks up phones?
Yes.
Text.
A text with the address. We're going here.
And the pinned location, probably.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, we're not going back to the house. We go to wherever this is. 4 Seasons, I guess.
Boy,
Send a
we're just
response.
rolling with class today.
Are we?
All right, let's go.
Yeah.
Do you send a response that you received the message?
No, it probably just says red. No, I'll say KK.
There you go.
It's
Silas
good.
is going to take off his jacket. He's going to wrap his 2 remaining daggers that have that, whatever that is on it, the gray matter.
They smell.
Oof.
Looks at the daggers, looks, oh,
That was unusual, right? That was
I have seen them before.
Unusual.
Where I come from, and that thing was more rot than it was wolf, I think.
Yeah, it's not all Lon Chaney bullshit, kids. It is nasty and it is ugly and it is exactly what you saw tonight.
that's not good.
Who's in the passenger side?
I think I would grab the passenger side if that's okay with Silas. If Silas really wants
Silas
it, I
is in the
wouldn't care.
back. Yeah, he's
Okay.
fine.
So on the floor of the passenger side is the carrying case of Reese's triple barrel shotgun that she's slid in. She hasn't tightened it back up. And there at the by your feet is a small hand knit, looks like almost like a baby's blanket.
Interesting. The shotgun was impressive. That's your weapon of choice?
It was the best one available.
It seemed to do the job.
Agreed.
Usually does.
Is this yours too? Does it go in the case or the blanket?
You just put it in the case. I mean,
Sure.
shotgun maintenance and everything.
No worries.
Meanwhile, at the Four Seasons, the valet is taking Gabriel, Naran, and a very shaken Miranda to the VIP suite wing. And of course, Gabriel has the largest of them because that's how Gabriel rolls. And he opens the door and the table is already set, even though obviously you won't be having it, but it's been set with appetizers set there, with sparkling wine set there, and a glass of water. I'm sorry, sparkling water is actually there with the glasses. And more importantly, it looks like the status that Gabriel has is such that they had it ready for him just in case he decided to call. Naran, this is not what you were expecting. This is definitely better than what you were expecting.
Yeah. In between the front door and to the location we end up at, I'm feverishly texting Alan with the image, whether it's blurry or clear, of the creature. What do you know of the dog problem in Seattle? We just ran into this and barely
Miranda has kicked off her shoes and she's walking very slowly over to the restroom. And as she walks over, and you can hear the door close, and you can hear her starting to retch inside the bathroom. probably more of an instinctual reaction to everything. The fact that this has been probably the most terrifying experience of her life so far. The text that you get back is WTF.
I repeat back, what do you know?
You can tell that he's typing something, and it's going to take a few minutes.
I'll check on Miranda.
You knock at the door, and it's just a minute, please.
You okay?
Face blown off.
Yeah.
Ah! She opens the door. There is the remnants of blood around her lips because she's obviously thrown up whatever was in her system.
Right.
And she's just kind of wiping it off. What?
Have you seen anything like that before?
No. And she
Have you
just kind of walks past you. Gabriel, what are your actions at this moment?
I'm going to send the valet away, but I'm going to let them know that we have 3 more friends coming to join us and to please bring them to this room, and I'll give them a brief rundown of what our friends look like.
Certainly.
And I'll tip him nicely.
And as you tip him, he goes, "Oh, this isn't required whatsoever," and then he puts it back into his pocket.
Yep. Then I hang up the do not disturb sign.
Reese, as you pull in, this is a Four Seasons hotel, which are very nice. You've broken into one before. And as you pull up the car, the valet comes up and says, "Are you with Mr. Darcy?"
I am. Is it that obvious?
No. And he opens up the door. Silas, he opens the door for you.
He's holding very tightly onto the wrapped daggers in his jacket. Just kind of nods, slowly looking. His glare is a bit intense right now. It looks like he's almost sizing it up for a snack. For a snack.
Mhm.
He's, once again, he's got a little primal here. He's just going, "What room?"
What floor?
Right.
Sonny, this is some nice digs.
Yeah. Whole floor, not even a room number.
Mhm.
Classy. She is classy.
It enters right into the foyer of the suite, or the wing of suites.
Gonna knock at the door.
Who is it?
Who do you think it is?
All right, come in.
Big bag fucking wolf. Let me in.
I'm sorry, what did you say, Gabriel?
Come in.
Okay, so Reese walks in.
As they walk in, there's no need to be sarcastic. It could have been the valet.
Look,
Yeah, he just
I'm
kinda scares
a
you for a few
little
minutes.
on
Look at
edge
that.
tonight. All right.
Or room service.
I think I'm entitled to a little edge right now.
How many magic stones do you have right now, Reese?
Out or in the bag?
Left.
A lot? Question mark? I have 7 left.
Okay, and that includes the other 2 that you took out the first night?
Yes.
Just checking.
Yes, I'm keeping tabs.
Silas, do you have a sample of its blood?
Opens up his jacket.
Can you
Your
smell
dagger.
it?
When he opens up his jacket, it smells as if the smell of infection and decomp starts to waft immediately when he just unfolds the cloth.
Exactly.
As you do that, Miranda hustles back over towards the bathroom and closes the door. Flushes this time before she makes any other remnants of bodily functions.
Whoopsies.
I'll grab a sample of the blood.
With what?
Well, if there's any tissue in the bathroom, I just need to soak it up.
What about a glass or something to put it in? I don't know.
Sure, the fine crystal glass with the sparkling water there would probably be fine, although Gabriel will probably, put that outside afterwards when done, or maybe just throw it away.
I'll get the fine crystal and squeeze like your shirt tail into it until it drips blood.
Your bare hands. I just want to make sure I know what you're about to do.
If he tries to go ahead and touch us, I wouldn't do that.
I don't think it's a wise idea. What are you going to gain from the blood? What are you trying to do?
I can learn the properties of this creature.
Well, then
And you propose to do that how?
Some of the things I've learned on, I have certain skills that I can learn what the properties.
Are you going to put it in your mouth? It sounds like you're going to put it in your mouth.
I'm
It
not
does,
gonna put
doesn't
in my
it?
mouth. I'm not going to put it in my mouth.
Show us. Show us the special process. Come on, show us the special process.
I need to touch it.
That's what.
This is all
Be
sound too
careful
dirty
that
to me.
it's diseased and you do not want whatever it's got.
That too.
I think I'll be okay.
Steady.
Famous last words.
This reminds me of this time some friends were in Nolan's.
I will put my finger on it, and then I will start doing kind of this business where I'm rubbing it back and forth. If you want to look at taste of blood.
Oh. I want to make sure I understand what you're about to do, though.
Oh, me too. Yeah.
Oh, no. I know what ritual he's doing. I'm wanting to know what he's doing with his other hand. Steady you.
Oh my.
Giggity.
Killing me here.
The curiosity is just too much.
You're gonna taste that blood.
I told you he was going to put it in his mouth.
I don't think you should do that.
You don't have to watch.
You shouldn't do
talk
it in
about
the
your-
first
Oh,
place.
I'm totally gonna watch. I just don't think you should do it.
I'm really just curious to know. So you're going to use blood sorcery on this?
I am.
Anything else?
Nothing supernatural but blood sorcery.
You sure?
But nice knowing you.
Did I receive a text back from Alan yet?
It says, everyone agrees. What the fuck?
And I will text, I have a sample of its blood. Advise.
Look, before you go any further with this whole blood, whatever you're doing, I happen to know a thing or two where lycanthropes are concerned. So maybe you don't need to do whatever it is it seems like you're gearing up to do.
What you know is something you can share.
What are you trying to figure out?
What's wrong with this thing? It's not
It's
like
diseased. They're all diseased.
Why? What's affecting them? Where is it from?
Well,
So-
I can tell you, you're probably not going to find that out from potentially poisoning yourself with its own blood there. But something went wrong somewhere along the line. And they're all diseased now, and it's spread. And what the cause is still to be determined. but it ain't good.
I hold off from tasting it.
Oh, good. I was starting to worry about your oral fixation.
I want to know if you get room service privileges at this joint. She looks at Darcy.
Reese, you feel inside yourself a great emptiness. Because now that the adrenaline of the situation has started to relax, you realize you haven't fed since you've arrived in the Emerald City. And
Well, I'm very aware.
Sonny, you can see that Reese is twitching a bit, that Reese seems extremely on edge, even though things have calmed down, that there is still something bothering Reese.
Reese, you okay? I mean, that wasn't all normal or anything, but
Oh, that's not what's bothering me. Trust me, my barometer of normal is pretty askew these days. But I'm thinking I might need to go stretch my legs.
that makes sense. You want to split one if
It's all you.
cool.
Enjoy. Yeah.
Sounds good. You want company or no company?
I'm good. It's better that I just I'm gonna go for a little bit. I'll be back.
Understand. Anybody else want to split one?
Sunday evening, everyone has calmed down after the events that occurred the night before, and there is a knock at the door of the main door of the suite, the one with the no do not disturb sign. I don't know where everybody is currently, but we'll just say that everybody has congregated at some point to their own readiness with Gabriel at the moment to kind of recollect their thoughts and determine what the next steps would be when a knock at the door arrives.
Oh, I'll get it. Don't anybody get up and do that.
Oh no.
Everyone is still a bit shell-shocked from the night before. Nobody had a very particularly good sleep in regards to this situation, and definitely, with the exception of possibly Reese, everyone had uneasy dreams that had memories of this. Reese, however, had no difference between her normal dreams. And as Gabriel opens the door, in shuffles a man that looks about 85 years old. He's wearing a red flannel shirt, and he's wearing a camouflaged hat. He's wearing big, thick glasses. He looks maybe 80 years old, and he's underneath the flannel. You can see that there's overalls that he's got on that go down, and he's got work boots underneath. He looks around at everybody. Didn't know I was going to be interrupting a party there, Gabriel.
You know me, I don't party.
Nope, you never have. Well, let me just sit down over this table here. And he walks past you, Naran. You mind if I slide by you there, son?
Feel free.
Ah,
I walk
I
past
like him
Naran,
already.
just kind of check your wallet.
now let's see here. There's a couple of things here. I didn't have a lot of time, but I did what I could.
Yep.
And he pulls out and goes, so I know that you do like the type of weapon that does not need quite a bit of reloading. So this is actually a Agent K. This is actually a pretty good type. And he puts out a semi-automatic pistol. He goes, this is pretty nice. This is actually got a nice weight to it. I don't know if you're actually into, I don't think that you were looking into anything like a 6-shooter. So I just did something that actually has takes in a magazine that has the ability, if you want it, to be able to be converted from either to left hand or right hand, depending on how you shoot. He pulls out another. I also brought in, one of the Italians, which is actually pretty nice, the Beretta. He's actually been setting out like 2 to 3 different handguns right there on the glass table on top of the tray. Pick one up. See which one likes you.
No, we'll just take all 3.
Oh, that bad, huh? He looks over at you, Sonny, and
Nope.
No,
You don't want to do that, Fred.
nope.
I don't even think I could.
Exactly.
Oh, I like him.
I'm sorry, Gabriel, I hate to ask you this question, but did you hit a skunk?
Yes, that's the problem.
Huh?
He was a
Well,
big fucker.
yeah.
Bite your head off, man.
And he's looking between Sonny and he's looking at Reese. Well,
Don't even think about it.
oh,
mean-
I'm afraid I'm going to be probably in the privacy of my own home.
Oh, he didn't want to say that.
All right, Fred, we're getting you out of here before somebody.
Yeah, can I? Yeah.
Nope.
'Cause she
Yeah,
could-
I think it's for everybody's benefit that you leave right the
Yeah.
fuck now.
All right. You know where I'm at. You know where
Unfortunately.
I'm not in the book, but you know where I'm at. You know where
I do. And money's already on the way.
I always know.
Less words, more walking.
I'm
I
walking.
will,
Out,
I
out,
will shuffle him
out.
out quickly.
out.
You do realize they were waiting for us, right?
We'd
That
better hope that
creature-
it's a one-off and it wasn't actually a setup, but they are wild. That the chances of running into them is never 0.
It
I really
sounds like-
don't believe in coincidence, miss.
Well, if it wasn't a setup, it's unusual that you were streaking towards us with a triple-barreled shotgun ready to solve the problem. Let's talk about
I
that.
may have had some information.
I would love to know from where.
Somebody who does and should know everything that's going on in the city. Yeah, it was an interesting visit.
Well,
Well,
what's
we
the
were
plan?
out.
Oh,
You
sorry.
had. Oh no.
We're talking about this. So what's the plan, family? We can't exactly go back to Durandal, I think, at this point. We can't stay holed up in here.
We've got to keep the kids safe, and that's all that I care about. Fill the contract and get the fuck out of here.
Right. Pay our debts. And leave.
Brandon's just listening to all of you and grumbles to herself. Great, I'm a contract.
If you thought you weren't, you were fooling yourself.
She stands up and looks over and goes, nice hotel.
Thanks.
And as she walks out of her room, she walks past Sunny and goes,
Okay.
First things first. Who knows how to use a gun?
I think I've already
Yeah,
executed.
you have
that.
your own. We're good.
I do. I believe.
Ron,
It's been, yep,
No.
I do.
no. Okay.
I've
So-
been ready.
Sonny, Silas, and Gabriel each get a gun. It won't kill the thing, but it will slow it down enough if we need to, hopefully.
So one observation I would like to point out is that Sunny is not wearing her slash and burn shirt this time around. She's actually wearing the shirt that was given to her from Gonzago for Gonzago's murder as part of her his request to her for going to the concert tonight.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
Yeah, speaking of what the hell have you all been up to? Because I have
We're
no idea.
Oh, we saw
went to a grand art show.
Well, yes, we know about the werewolf part before that.
Terrible art show. Tons of boring people. Minus a few. And someone I need to kill. Is that pretty much covers it? Does that cover
So I
it?
didn't miss much.
No.
No.
Think it not to be unseen ever.
We met a handful of the city primogen.
Were any of them decent enough that they might offer us refuge?
Ugh. A decent vibes, not necessarily.
No, that's a fair answer. I just have to ask
Yeah.
the question since we're trying to figure out what the fuck we're actually doing.
The
I
one
mean-
I spoke to, they were from Portland. They were also a guest to a visitor to the city. So
Bruja Bob, maybe.
Let's take a
Sure.
step.
I feel like Vidok, who is the prince's confidant, I would guess, Seneschal.
no, that's Vinegar Tom I hear. Is the seneschal.
We're in this mess because we owed somebody a favor. Maybe we should try not to get more favors to get out.
I'm perfectly open to suggestions then on your part.
Sunny, just to reiterate,
Yeah.
two people who you probably had the best introductions to that were members of Seattle or the Seattle population were Bruja Bob and Gonzago himself. And as a reminder, Gonzago handed that shirt to you along with the tickets.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm going to the concert.
Well, it's not exactly like we can hole up in some other place right now. We have Durandal, which has already possibly been breached.
Mhm.
Very similar to the Chantry, from what I heard. The same protections, Naran.
Yes.
So that ain't worth dick. We've got the hotel here, and as much as the Four Seasons seems to be a lovely establishment, unless there's anything you know, Gabriel, I don't think it's protected from some of the things that might be coming after us. Am I wrong?
No.
Nothing is the best idea right now.
So let's pick the most fun of the not best ideas. Let's go to a concert. Right? Let's go to a concert. Come on, guys.
Why not?
I mean, because it could get Miranda killed.
Honestly, I think we have more issues if we keep her bored and locked up than if we occasionally go out and entertain her.
And you hear a crash.
From where?
Yeah, it was
From the room that
Yep.
Miranda came from. And she goes, Sonny, I did it just like the Who.
what did you do just like the Who?
Oh, shit. Go run in there, go open the door. What the hell happened?
The doors are open and she's looking over at the balcony there. She's
throwing-
laughing away.
Oh, I see. Well, at least it wasn't Zeppelin.
I totally missed the pool.
Yeah, we need to get out of here for a while.
Oh, that man looks so pissed.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, like I hit him.
No.
Hi.
All right, youngin. Put my hand on her, pull her back. All right, youngin, that's enough fun for today.
Apparently, we're about to have more fun at a concert. So
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Oh, that's good. Hey, Miranda, do you want to go to Gonzago's Gonzalez Gondiola's murder or something?
Mhm.
And she looks over at Naran. Oh, come on. Please.
What's wrong with you?
We don't have that much time.
Are you always going to be old?
No, I'd like to be not dead.
That joke's on you.
The Hydra is a Seattle nightclub which has been reopened and at least a half dozen times. Its name is appropriate for that. And the Hydra is at the base of what's called Pioneer Square. It's an area of Seattle once known for thriving nightlife due to its number of live club venues. But since the economic downturn and COVID outbreak, Pioneer Square has been really hurting for business. Pioneer Square is also known for its Seattle Underground Tour, a walking tour of the remaining old Seattle underneath the city. So,
Oh, shit.
as a general question, I assume nobody's going to be driving over the 90 freeway to get here.
Nope.
Just asking, who is driving? Not that I have a reason.
I would think there would be separate cars because Reese is really just at this point going to take a vehicle and hope that it doesn't have Miranda in it.
Sure. Okay. So there was no immediate VIP parking for the venue, although there is a parking lot nearby that's offering about $20 for all night parking, or you could park down a little further down the street. So I'm just curious.
$20 is fine.
Gabriel, since you've been doing most of the driving.
Unless somebody else volunteers, I'll keep doing it.
So as you guys pull it, and might I add, Miranda was insistent on playing her CD of Dead Things and Extra Teeth the entirety of the drive there.
Silas is just going, why didn't I go with Reese?
So in the parking lot, there happens to be this cream colored 2022 Bentley Continental that's parked in the corner there, and it's actually taking up 2 parking spots. Its license plate reads Sujatha.
Yay.
And as you are walking up to the side entry, they take a look at your tickets and they say, just a moment, you're part of our VIP group. And they call on to their earpieces, and a gentleman comes out, and he's about 6'1". He's a little shorter than Gabriel, and he's a heavier set guy, muscular, probably in his late 60s with a handlebar mustache and a crew cut. And you may have actually spotted him at the event last night at the art showing, which seems a decade ago. And he's openly wearing a sidearm underneath in a holder underneath his arm, and he looks over and he goes, "Which one of you, Sonny?" "Hi, I work for Mr. Gonzago. My name's Harrison. Need to take you to the VIP room."
Sure. With my friends. Of course.
He expected them. and he walks everyone through. Now there's a sign that says VIP lounge. Okay, but he's walking to a different direction in towards this area that looks like it's been a closed off a room with these televisions and what have you. He goes, sorry, apparently the VIP lounge is reserved for right now. I don't know, you know, I don't mean any disrespect for it, but you know, this is where he has most of the people going. Oh, he wanted to give you this note, Miss Sunny.
Oh, no worries.
So the show's going to be starting in a few minutes. Make yourselves at home. If you want to actually go into the main room, you know, to the main audience area, that's cool. You've got an entrance right there. Otherwise, this will allow you to kind of away from all the riffraff and be with, you know,
The other riffraff. We got it.
That's good. I like that. I like that. I can see why Mr. Gonzago likes you. Anyway, you guys enjoy the show.
Thank you.
Check out the note.
The note says, wait for my signal, VIP lounge.
Huh. I'll show it to.
Yeah, there's about 5 or 6 people in here. One of them is Bruja Bob. He's just kind of leaning back, you know, checking people out that are, you know, he's leaning against the doorway there, just looking at all the people. There's a couple of other folks hanging around. Oh, and trying to look inconspicuous is Sujatha, and she's not making eye contact with anybody. She's just watching the stage.
She doesn't want to see her.
Bob looks over at you, Sonny, waves.
Hey.
There's this young guy looking around. He's in about his 20s, you know, and he's wearing one of those shirts as well. Very excited to be in the VIP area. Lots of people are like up in the front. This venue itself, it looks like it can hold about 200, 250 people. And it definitely looks like a good crowd tonight. It looks like just being able to peek up that there is actually a second floor, but that second floor area that is what would be considered a balcony. Perhaps that's a VIP lounge. There, if you don't see anybody immediately in there, so it looks like that area's been closed off. Silas, what are you doing?
Goes over to Sunny and just the note.
Yeah. I don't know.
So the real VIP lounge or something there.
I'm guessing that room. That's the only one that looks like the VIP lounge.
Oh, sounds like it might be an interesting night.
I think so.
Bob slides over. To cause some trouble?
Trying to.
Hopefully,
Cool.
if it's a good night.
You know,
Name's Silas. Reaches out, offers his hand. What's your name, friend?
Bob.
Bob. Pleasure.
Yeah, any friend of Sonny's is a friend of mine. That's
Oh,
how.
thank you.
Hey, we stick together.
Yeah.
You guys left too early, you know.
Oh, really?
Well, what happened?
I would have said not soon enough. So do tell.
Little Miss Sunshine ended her night last night by tearing all of her artwork down from the walls.
Oh, you don't say.
I wonder why.
You catching this?
Toreador tantrum.
I've seen 1 or 2 of those in my time. That is a good time.
Anyway, Nicky from Portland, he still bought all of it. Even torn up on the floor. He had one of his people actually like bring out a dustbuster and like pull it all little pieces. And he looks over at Gabriel and goes, he's my new hero.
What's he? How did he buy that?
I hear from the one individual, the one prime minister from Oregon said something around, it's just for just to fuck with people, which
Oh,
I'm all for.
you know, Seattle was boring before you guys came around. You guys are the best.
I'm so delighted we could entertain.
Oh, come on, lighten up, man. I didn't mean it like that. I'm just saying, Mrs. Rigby keeps things really, really, and like, this is just awesome.
All sorts of fun going on around here. Hey, Bob, so you're from around these parts, am I right?
Well, originally I came from Aberdeen, but yeah.
We all came from somewhere.
Oh, you don't say.
Yeah.
Did you know Kurt?
Yeah.
It's a shame.
He was all right.
Mhm.
He was no, he was a good enough guy. I mean, I liked it. I liked their older drummer. Gabriel, what are you doing?
Just finding a spot and sitting down.
The guy looks over at you. If you've never, the 20-year-old guy looks over and goes, Did you win the contest too?
What contest?
Oh, I won the contest, from my music being picked out. On SoundCloud?
Nope. Just a guest.
I'm Eddie. This is my first time to Seattle. Are you from here?
Nope.
This is just like my dream come true being here, I've been such a fan of Gonzago, he's just so amazing. I mean, I try to do my own stuff, I'm not quite as good as him, but this is amazing to be getting the VIP treatment like this.
Where are you from, Eddie?
Des Moines, you ever been there?
No.
Oh, it's a little quiet. I mean, this is my dream, I mean, getting, the idea of maybe getting up on a stage like this with 200 people. Oh, that's fantastic.
Can I give you a piece of advice, Eddie? Dream bigger.
But that's all I got.
Well, it's going to be a very sad, lonely life for you then. Enjoy the concert.
So, Naran, what are you and Miranda doing?
I'm letting her do her thing. I'm
Okay.
in the orbit just to keep an eye on her
Okay.
while she is doing her thing.
Mhm.
I'm just checking my phone,
All right.
looking for my own artwork that Sunny suggested that was here in Seattle.
Sure. It's showing that actually your artwork is being displayed at a gallery called Twist, where it's talking about art through protest.
Is that close to here?
Yeah, it's in Queen Anne. And as you're looking at it, you hear somebody say behind you, now that's the right work, kind of work.
What do you think of this?
It's
I
a,
hold an image on the phone.
and you showed over to this woman, and this woman with jet black hair, and her makeup is really, really heavy, and her lipstick is smeared, but she is very, very attractive. The best way to describe her is the definition of beautiful disaster, in the fact that even though her makeup is messed up, she, it just adds up to her appearance overall. And she looks at it and she says, reminds me, to make a big dream come true, the first requirement is the capacity to dream. The second is persistence. Cesar Chavez.
Cool.
I'm Rachel.
Iran. Is the show going on right now?
It hasn't started yet.
Okay.
So you're one of the VIPs, huh?
I guess so.
Don't
don't-
seem to feel comfortable being a VIP. How come?
I'm only an IP, not a VIP.
Fair enough. I really shouldn't be here anyway, but I
How did
couldn't.
you get it? You must be a VIP.
No. A very insolent person. How about that?
You must be a big fan of the band.
I'm a fan of what he does. He pisses everyone off. Oh, wait a minute. And she reaches out and touches your hand. Okay. Yeah, he pisses everyone off. It's fun. I like that.
Sometimes that's needed.
I know. Nothing is more precious than independence and liberty. Ho Chi Minh.
Cool. I take a look around. Where's Miranda at the moment?
Miranda is taking a look at everyone, and she's actually going over to Silas.
Okay.
She's talking to Eddie, the person who Gabriel was just talking to, and she looks and Rachel looks over and says, looks at you, looks at her. So you're here with Miss Downton Abbey?
This Downton Abbey is hardly the case.
I know she's not a bad kid, but
She's high maintenance.
well, I saw the group that you came in with. That's interesting. I mean, when her daddy comes back to town, do you really think you're going to hang out with her anymore?
Doubt it.
Yeah. Venture do not like people hanging out with people who are not Venture. And looking at you, I don't think you're Venture.
No, and it's to their detriment.
Well, they're willing to kill and die for the system because they benefit from it. But, if they didn't, they'd be the first to break it down, wouldn't they?
Yeah, but eventually they can only keep up and something breaks. Always happens.
Yeah, well, I'm usually part of the people who get blamed when things break.
Everyone has their role in this.
Yeah, I see yours.
What is that?
Oh, come on. I mean, you're wearing your little velvet jacket, and I think that you're wearing it because you think that people in your clan or whatever your group are supposed to wear something like that.
I like this jacket.
Yeah, it looks good on you. But I don't think that's really who you are. Oh, come on. You knew I quoted Cesar Chavez. I saw it in your eyes.
You have no idea who I am. Who are you? Who are you, Rachel? And I glance over at Miranda, always keeping the second. You should go see my show.
Is it that one?
It's the one.
So you do Latin protest art?
It's a long story. But yes.
So when's your fire go out?
What?
The lights drop with a roar from the audience, and a dark voice growls,
"There's gonna be a murder tonight."
and a dramatic hit of the electric guitar, and the music then kicks in with a surge of lights onto the stage. And on stage, Gonzago is moving around. He's wearing the Greek mask that he had worn the night before Sunday, moving around. And he always looks like he's watching everybody. And who's actually watching the performance on the monitors?
Stylus is.
Okay. It's Reese, are you? Okay. Gabriel?
Yeah.
Okay. Sunny?
No, because are we off on the wings? Or
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, I'm watching the stage, not the monitors.
Okay. So for Sonny, it looks like Gonzago is looking straight over towards you. Okay. Reese, when he comes on stage, you feel a buzzing sensation within your head. Not an intrusive one, but you realize that Gonzago is definitely a member of your clan. And he seems to be looking away. And Gabriel, as you're looking at the screen, you can see that it appears that Gonzago is looking straight at you through the screen. And you can see his bright green eyes as he's performing. And Silas, you're looking as well, and you didn't get a good glimpse at it, but you actually are seeing Gonzago's eyes for the first time, and that they're bright green staring at you. And Bob is looking at the screen as well, and he goes, check it out. He's doing the whole like Mick Jagger thing. You ever seen Mick Jagger on TV? He says that.
Yeah, sure. Chicken walk thing.
No. If you ever watch Mick Jagger when he's on TV, you'll always notice his eyes just turn straight towards you, the camera, so he's looking straight dead center in you. This is weird for you, Sonny, because you're not looking at the camera, you're looking at the stage, and at the stage it looks like he's straight at you. But for you, Silas, and you, Gabriel, he's looking at you through the camera, through the television screen. Reese, when you look at it, he's looking away. You can't see his eyes actually when you look at the screen.
Interesting.
And the music is continuing. And Bob is, kind of shaking his head going, fuck. I like it. I didn't want to like it. Oh, man. But he's good. He's good. Gabriel, what are you doing?
I'm just keeping an eye out and sitting there. I'm not really going to engage with anybody or anything.
So while you're sitting there, you watch as the bodyguard or the Harrison comes out, and he goes over to the kid that was talking to you and taps him on the shoulder. And he motions, and the kid, follows along behind you. Behind him. Rachel is sitting there and going, so what do you think of the music to you, Naran?
I'm bugged by what she just last said to me. And I'm not even paying attention to music, and I said, it's fine.
Oh, that got under your skin, didn't it?
You don't know anything. And I guess it's so loud in here, you kind of have to get close when you're in one of those venues and it's so loud and you're trying to talk to someone. You almost got to get up to their ear. Like, you don't know anything.
Don't be Confucius. Or don't do, be Buddha. And then she leans right into you and goes, doobie doobie doo. And then she just breathes very slightly into your ear. And it's very warm against your skin. At that moment, Miranda says to Silas, you should get t-shirts.
You already saw what we faced last night. Do you really want to go ahead and try to chance things like this again?
You honestly think a werewolf is actually going to be brave enough to deal with a whole 250 screaming 20-year-olds?
Well, I know I sure as fuck don't want to.
Come on. She grabs you by the shoulder or arm and drags you off.
Billy,
Reese,
you owe me big.
Reese, you've been watching this for about 10 minutes. He has yet to make eye contact with you through the screen.
which is why I was holding one of these up.
Yeah.
Boop.
And Gabriel, you hear near you, that wasn't very nice of you last night. Leaving so quickly.
To Jasa. Well, the art set the mood. I guess my behavior followed.
But you are absolutely right. So I decided to destroy all of it and just start a new project. What did you think of Xanadu? I think maybe it just was the wrong idea, the wrong place to do something like that. I found a new one. It's this lovely little gallery that I found in Queen Anne. It's far more interesting to me right now. It's called Twist.
All right. So Gabriel goes 0 to 90. And like I'm gonna spend a point of blood on Potence and like slam her up against the wall hard enough to leave a small indent.
Oh, you know of it?
Leave it alone.
I want to thank you, though. You've really inspired so much thought about what I should do because, you know, I do feel bad. Very bad, Gabriel. You shouldn't be miffed. You inspired me. Isn't that what you meant to do? Shouldn't art inspire? Or did you really think you would come to my city and embarrass me at a showing? And if you think that wouldn't encourage me to seek out other elements, well, you know, that's just short-sighted. I mean, isn't that what you meant to do? Isn't it?
Gabriel steps back and kind of
So sad that you won't be staying, though. I understand you're only going to be here until William comes back. Is that it? While he's working? It's all right. I mean, I have plenty of time.
actually I'm opening a small studio in town.
Oh, well, I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to trouble you or discourage you. It's always nice when we have new members of our clan here to serve our interests. This song's nice. I think I'm gonna start calling you Uncle Silas. Would that be okay? I mean, I don't want to offend you, and I'm not trying to be like kind of like what is it? Like Lolita, that's it. I mean, I don't mean it like that. I mean, ew. But I honestly, I think that you guys are, this is a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. I mean, it could have been a lot worse, I mean, you guys, yeah, sometimes you're a little grumpy, and I know that's kind of like your thing, but you guys don't suck. I mean, we're all trying to make the best of it. I mean, it's better off I didn't go up to Vancouver, for whatever William was doing up there. I mean, what would I be able to do, right? I mean, it's kind of dangerous up there anyway. I mean, it really is,
Miranda, one moment. Kind of looks around. What the fuck's your game, girl?
So you don't want to be called Uncle Silas?
You can call me Uncle Silas if you want to, but you better go ahead and start shooting straight with me. What is your fucking game besides pissing off William?
I have no game. Don't you get it? I'm just a pawn piece. I am just a game piece for all of the clan. That's all I do.
Because your family's comes from money. Is that it?
Among other things. I don't know if I should talk about this.
Well, come on now, dear. Talk to Uncle Silas.
How many children do you have? Not like children, but children. Childer.
I have none.
Yeah.
Why would I damn someone else like to this?
Well, Venture aren't like that. Venture want to leave legacies. And I am it. I am it for the Aurelians.
So you're last of the line, is that it?
You see, the thing with the Venture, ew, my God.
What?
Is that guy staring at me? Ew.
Look to where she's looking.
And it's a guy that's tucked away in a corner that looks like he has been burnt within the past 9 months, because he looks like he has like skin patches on him that have been like put on there on his face, and his eyes actually like milky and half closed. And the guy is definitely staring.
I want to start seeing if I can pick up a scent or something, like a scent of decay by any chance.
This guy is human, and he's slowly walking over to you.
Miranda, dear, get behind me.
She does. And he looks over and says, I need to talk to the girl.
That's nice. You can talk right here.
I have to give her something.
You just make sure that Miranda's still behind him, puts his arm back. Well, what do you want to give a friend?
And he reaches over and he reaches into his pocket, and he pulls out a small photo album book, about this big. Mr. Black paid for that, so I thought I'd give it to him. It's one of the few things I was able to get out.
Take the book.
My name is Damon Gustafson. I worked for Dr. Thesinger.
And I've heard, if I remember correctly, I've heard that name before. That was the Tremere.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wasn't able to get much out, but Mr. Howard pried the door open, and I saved one of the manuscripts in that.
Manuscripts of what, sir?
Whatever the Chantry was working on. I can't read that stuff, but I know that
Where did it go? Where did that manuscript go?
I still have it. I'd be happy to give it to like whoever is still in the Tremere. But
I can have you talk to someone who,
look,
if you would be so kind. Why don't you come back with me, friend?
No. Look, when the pyramid chooses a new prefect, they can get a hold of me through the market at the Pike Place. I just tell them I'm loyal still, okay? Can you make sure they know that? I'm still loyal. I'm not just damaged goods. I'm still loyal. I didn't do anything, okay? I didn't do anything. Mr. Black was really nice. He paid for the bills. I appreciate that. I owed him that. But, just when the prefect comes, I'm wanting to work for the pyramid again. Please don't let them throw me away.
Well, of course not. Now, I happen to know of someone in the city who has a Tremere. We're gonna be you. Why are you acting like that? Sounds like you're a bit twitchy, son.
They're trying to kill me.
Who's trying to kill you?
What do you think? What do you think Burn up the chantry.
Lupine, I'm gonna insist you come with me.
No, no, no! And he starts shouting, in the show, get away from me! Get away from me! And he heads off. And
He's on cocaine. Don't mind him.
And you're still holding the photo album.
Just put it. Well, he used to have a jacket, but
One, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Just tucking her in the arm, going, Miranda, we're not getting any t-shirts right now. We're going back now.
Okay. And right now at this moment, there is the music stops and you hear Gonzago say something on a microphone. And as I said, it's his voice that strange, weird vibe to it, where he says,
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm really glad to do this next song for a very special occasion. A song for a band that has a special place in music history for a special person.
And now I'd like to give you all a few words about punk rock in the 1970s. In 1977, the New York punk scene began in some small clubs such as CBGB's and Max Kansas City, little more than dive bars that were trying to have the new musical style on their off nights of business. And bands such as the New York Dolls, the Ramones, Blondie, and even the Talking Heads, they became fixtures in this burgeoning scene and were highly influential household names for future artists even to this day. But not all of them. Specifically, not all of the bands that started the scene became legends. One in particular, a band called Slash and Burn, never managed to grow beyond their local roots in New York City before their guitarist, Prescott Jones, was found dead from what was deemed an accidental drug overdose at the Chelsea Hotel on West 23rd Street. Slash and Burn, they only produced one EP album. It was an album that was called Kick Their Jewels in the Dirt. Originally, the album was titled Fuck Nixon, which quickly got them in trouble for obvious reasons before renaming the album Kick Their Balls in the Dirt, which then had to be changed again to its final title. And of all of their songs on that rudimentary recording, critics agree that the song that would have broken them into main public eye was the first song on the album called Somebody's Gonna Die. Now on the album, their main songwriter, guitarist Prescott Jones, had dedicated the song to his girlfriend. And I mention all of this because this is the song that Gonzago has started playing. Gonzago is playing a slowed down version of it with pieces of the tune that have been transposed into a minor key, making the song very haunting and sinister in comparison to its original aggressive tone. Slower, just with the repeating tune, Somebody's Gonna Die.
Sunny is very intrigued.
And you look down at the note that says, on my signal, VIP lounge.
She probably takes a couple steps actually closer to the stage to just like take it in. And then she's gonna turn around and walk.
Eyes are staring straight at you. Somebody's gonna die.
Then she
die.
She's gonna go to the VIP room.
Meanwhile, Rachel is saying to you, do you know what it means to burn bright? People like us. And to feel like you can't burn anymore. But all my foes and all my friends, doesn't it give such a lovely life?
There's still more to be done.
And you think you're doing it? Ron, do you really just... Are you getting what you felt like you needed? Or is that rage still in there? I saw your art.
Clearly agitated. The only thing that's going through his mind is, I am just babysitting some Ventru brat.
See, I got your number. Do you feel like you're a member of your clan?
I'm the
Did you
only
forget
one
me?
here for my clan.
You know what's amazing about shitty times? The nights when you're just watching it all slip out of frame. When you look back, you realize that's when you felt most alive. Now, Sonny, as you make your way to the door, you open up the VIP lounge, and there's a big couch, and there's this glass table. And this glass table has a box next to it. It looks like it's a roses box with a card on it. And then there's an album there, or a vinyl record album cover that says, you know, Gonzago's murder, and you see a head down there. Oh, hey,
Oh,
are you here from the bar staff? I think we're out of ice over here.
really?
Yeah, you can get that. I'm kind of a big deal.
And it's
Somebody.
Sylvester. You are kind of a big deal, aren't you? And then let's just say the door wasn't like she hadn't closed the door fully, and then, you know, total celerity move where it's like zip back, door shuts really hard, and she zips back. Been waiting for a long time to meet you in person.
Uncle Silas, why are they closing up all the shirt shops, shirt stands?
Just get back to the room, darling.
I didn't get a shirt though.
I'll get you a fucking shirt tomorrow. Come on, we need to move.
We gotta get one from Naran too.
Let's go back.
Gabriel, you're looking over. You can see that something is happening over there with Rachel and Naran. Rachel is looking in very closely. And you're looking over, and you can see down the hallway, Silas and Miranda are coming as well. And you can see Sujatha is just in the corner, just kind of staring at you with a kind of a smile, because she knows that the words she said to you are very, very cutting. Very cutting. And Sonny, how's it going in the lobby or in the VIP lounge?
I think Sunny's she's gonna lift him up, because I assume he was snorting on, you know, like he's on his knees snorting off the coffee table off the record album. So she is literally gonna pick him up, get in his face. You like to ingest things? Why don't you eat this? And she pulls from her pocket a very old newspaper clipping, holds it in front of his face. Eat it.
What?
You heard me.
Fuck
Ass.
you, bitch.
Like force, not force choke, but like total, but this is like celerity and brute force, just force him into the wall with my body. And it's like, fucking eat it. You lied.
Sonny, he's no longer moving.
He's not. Is it? Then she lets him drop to the ground.
And he drops onto the glass table, and you see that the glass table breaks as his head falls front, face forward onto it. And you notice that the rose box has a card on it that says Sonny on it, and it's folded over.
Pick up the card
Hmm?
and see what it says.
Now do me.
What? Open the rose box.
And inside it is a sniper rifle. Silas, Miranda is walking you over saying, well, I don't understand why they're closing everything up, because it looks, it looks like they're expecting everything to. Oh. As you look over, you see the fact that Rachel has placed her lips against Naran's. And Miranda goes, oh, okay.
Kind of look over, look back at her.
Oh.
Just let's get back into safety. We'll take care of everything else later, shall we?
I gotta.
You're not going anywhere without me.
I gotta.
Kind of, he looks around for me. Just kind of left, right, I guess. Puts his
Gabriel,
arm,
you're
his
saying-
arm around her shoulder.
Gabriel, your stare with Sujatha has been broken for a moment when you realize, oh shit, there's romance crap going on here.
It's so much anger in him right now, and it's the only thing that he is not resisting Rachel, because he really just wants to walk up to Miranda and punch her in the face. So if this is stopping him from doing that, and he gets to blow off some emotions, that's it.
Just to do a quick cut, will there be a gunshot, Sonny?
No.
So what do you do?
I'm gonna curb stomp dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like crush his larynx, curb stomp.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna
And you keep stomping and stomping. And all of a sudden, for just a moment, Reese, Gonzago looks up at you in the screen, and his eyes are brown. And that's when you hear the crack of the shot, and he drops to the ground. And even though Sonny's holding the rifle there still in the box, the crowd goes nuts in terms of just the insanity going on. Eilish, you hear the crack. Reese, why don't you open an envelope?
Yeah.
And while you're doing that, why don't you roll a grappling roll with me, Silas? Yes.
Fucking kids.
right.
Oh, well now. That's strength plus brawl, right?
Would you like me to show off what my envelope contains? It's here. Get ready to fight. Fight the wolf. Fight the
Gabriel.
wolf.
Reese turns over, you look at Reese for a moment, and she's shaking and her eyes get very distant for a moment. She turns to Bob. Bob is saying, this is actually a really cool night. And then Reese attacks him. And then there's a gunshot. Naran, you are broken from this, from what's going on.
Right.
And you see Silas is holding back Miranda there, and then there's a crowd of people just rushing around everyone. And they're all rushing out through the side wing there towards the back exit there and towards the front windows or front exits as well. And it's a cacophony of people going around.
I run towards Silas and Miranda.
There's dozens upon dozens of people surrounding you. Silas, how well did you do for your dice roll?
3 successes.
3 successes? Great. So you are holding on to her, and there's just madness happening around everything. And Sonny, you're looking up and you realize that you can see from the upper window that Gonzago has dropped and you didn't shoot him.
Uh-huh.
And the curtain's quickly going down and the house lights are coming up.
I'm gonna run out towards Naran, and I'm just and I'm taking the sniper rifle with me because what the fuck just happened, and we have to get out of here. I'm assuming Naran is maybe the first. Naran and Reese are the first ones, although Reese is attacking through Bob.
Reese is occupied right now.
We have to get out of here. I don't know what the fuck just happened, but we have to get out of here.
Looking at the... What did you do?
I didn't, but we need to get the fuck out of here. She's trying to kind of hide the, you see that she has it, but she's got it basically in her armpit, kind of close to her body. She's trying to obscure it, sort of, but we have to get out of here. What the fuck just happened?
I reach for the gun to try to take it from you.
You can have it.
And as this happens, you can hear very quietly Rachel say, "Cool."
Ha 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 ha!